the magical paintbrush. In the quiet village of Willowbrook, nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, lived a young boy named Oliver. Oliver was not like other children in the village. While they played in the fields or helped their parents in the marketplace, Oliver spent his time drawing. He could turn a blank piece of paper into a world full of wonders with just a few strokes of his pencil. But there was one problem: Oliver did not have any colors to bring his drawings to life. His family was poor, and they could not afford paints or crayons. So, Oliver made do with his old, broken pencil and dreamed of the day when he could color his world. One day, as Oliver was sketching under the giant oak tree by the river, an old man with a long silver beard approached him. He wore a tattered cloak, and his eyes twinkled like the stars. "You have a gift, young one," the old man said, peering at Oliver's drawing of a beautiful castle. "But what if I told you that you could make your drawings come to life?" Oliver's eyes widened in disbelief. "That's impossible," he said, shaking his head. The old man chuckled and pulled something from his bag, a golden paintbrush with a handle that shimmered like the sun. He placed it in Oliver's hands. "This is no ordinary paintbrush," the old man whispered. "Whatever you paint with it will come to life. Use it wisely." Before Oliver could ask any questions, the old man vanished into thin air. Oliver stared at the magical paintbrush in awe. Could it really do what the old man said? Excited and curious, Oliver dipped the brush into a puddle of water and painted a small bluebird on a rock. The moment he finished the last stroke, the bird flapped its wings, shook itself, and chirped joyfully before flying into the sky. Oliver gasped. "It really works," he exclaimed. Over the next few days, Oliver painted all sorts of things: flowers that danced in the wind, butterflies that fluttered in the air, and golden apples on trees that never ran out. The villagers were amazed by his magical talent, and soon, Oliver became famous in Willowbrook. But as word spread, it reached the ears of the greedy Lord Hector, who ruled over the land. Lord Hector was a cruel man who cared only for gold and power. When he heard about Oliver's paintbrush, he knew he had to have it. Trouble comes to Willowbrook. One evening, as Oliver was walking home, he was stopped by two of Lord Hector's guards. "You are to come with us," one of them ordered. Oliver's heart pounded, but he had no choice. The guards took him to the grand castle, where Lord Hector sat on his golden throne. He had sharp, piercing eyes and a cruel smile. "I have heard of your magical paintbrush," Lord Hector said. "You will now paint treasures for me, chests full of gold, diamonds as big as melons, and silver coins that never end." Oliver clenched his fists. "I will not use my gift for greed," he said firmly. Lord Hector's smile disappeared. "Then you shall stay in the dungeon until you change your mind." Locked in a dark, damp cell, Oliver knew he had to escape. He still had his magical paintbrush hidden in his pocket. Thinking quickly, he painted a golden key on the stone wall. As soon as he finished, the key dropped into his hand. With trembling fingers, he unlocked the cell door and crept through the castle halls. But just as he reached the exit, guards spotted him. "Stop him," they shouted. Oliver didn't panic. He swiftly painted a mighty horse, which sprang to life. He jumped on its back and rode through the castle gates, galloping towards the village. The final battle. Lord Hector was furious when he heard of Oliver's escape. He gathered his soldiers and marched to Willowbrook, demanding the villagers hand over the boy. But Oliver was ready. Standing in the village square, he dipped his paintbrush into the river and painted a towering dragon with emerald green scales. The dragon roared and spread its wings, sending a strong gust of wind that knocked the soldiers off their feet. Terrified, Lord Hector fell to his knees. "Please, spare me," he begged. Oliver looked at the villagers, then at the defeated Lord Hector. He thought for a moment and then made a decision. He painted a beautiful garden full of golden fruit and silver streams. "This is for everyone," Oliver declared. "Not just for one greedy man." From that day on, Willowbrook thrived. The villagers shared the magical garden's riches, and Oliver used his paintbrush only for good. Lord Hector, ashamed of his greed, left the land forever. And as for the old man with the silver beard, he was never seen again. But sometimes, on quiet nights, Oliver would look up at the stars and wonder if he was still watching, smiling at the boy who had learned the true magic of kindness.